That should be fine.
Yeah, that's good. What's up, everybody? Wow. Okay, this is Jarrell here with another episode of Shot of Reviews, and with me is my co-host,
Stu.
Stu.
Wait,
Yes.
I have some nicknames.
All right.
I have some nicknames today. I've been working on it. Fu Man Stu.
Fu Man Stu. Okay.
We can have votes for that one.
All
Or Big League Stu.
Okay.
Those were the only two I came up with. I like Big League Stu better.
I thought you had this big list for me, and you just dropped two names.
Just Big League Stu and Stu Manchu. Oh no, it was Fu Man Stu, but I would have to grow a Fu Manchu.
A Fu Man Stew.
Yeah.
For a Fu Manchu, or vice versa.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, we'll work on that if you have any suggestions. But let you guys know if it's your first time listening what this show's about. This is the Shot of Reviews, where me and Stu, we sit back, crack open some beers, talk about the new albums that came out in the past few weeks, give our opinions about it, and we also catch up on our lives, let you know how things are going. Give you
Shots.
I'm getting to that. You and Little John are antsy.
It's Shot of Reviews.
Yes. Well, and also we do some music news. Hold on a second while I get my notes that are blowing away.
Yeah, we're outside. Oh, drama. Yeah. Notes are flying away. Is that our news article?
Yeah, I need that. I definitely need that.
Here's a beer for a paperweight. They work great as paperweights.
All right. Thanks for holding it down, Stu, while I was gone. Yeah, so this show we normally do. I was worried about this because it's not. Oh wait, sorry. By the way, we also do shots, and when we do that, we have our little co-host, Little John, who will let us know when it's time for take some shots. So what do we got today? We got today's shot of the week is going to be some D'Amore Amaretto, which is apparently it's an Irish liquor. Have you had it before, Stu?
No, I have not, but I know it tastes like almonds.
Okay, I'm kind of worried about that then.
You're worried it tastes like nuts?
These nuts! No, I don't want... I'm not too crazy about having nuts in my mouth, but first time for everything, right?
All right, you allergic? I think even if you're allergic, you could probably still drink almond liqueur.
I'm just allergic to the salty ones. I'll be fine with these ones. They're all right. So normally, I was worried about this. I'm about to say I'm kind of worried because when we started doing the shows, it was hot as balls in the studio, and now it's approaching winter. It's getting a little chilly again.
I have a new studio spot that we could start using after today.
Okay, that might be a good idea because we got to start getting some insulation.
I've indoor. It's going to be half chocolate factory, half studio.
That's all right. Shots of chocolate, shots of liquor.
Yeah.
That's a lethal combination.
We could do chocolate liqueurs.
All right. I see we did say his name, so we might as well get to it. So, Little John, what is the sound that you got to hear when it's time for everyone to take drinks?
Wasting no time.
Not exactly. Yes, it's time for some shots. So when you hear that, Little John, give him the shot call. That's when you tip some back, which we're going to get into some right now.
Patented shaker chilling method.
Yep. And we're going to try out this Italian drink for our first time.
Irish.
I thought it said Italian. I have to look it up again.
You know what? Maybe it is Italian. You said Irish. No. A taste of Italy.
Yeah.
In this classic flavor of bitter almonds and tender apricots. See, we got to read these labels. I never had it before.
You got to read the label, son.
Combined with fresh fruit juices to create a unique Italian cocktail.
Yeah.
Great with biscotti and coffee. So is the, what do we have? Sambuca.
Yeah. We should try that again.
This is like
sometime.
Sambuca's cousin here.
We should do the Sambuca again sometime. It was really good. All right, we're going to try some of this here. It looks thick as hell, so that could be good or bad.
I I think you said Irish because originally we were going to go with Bailey's. We never did Bailey's either.
Yeah, but when I went to the store, Bailey's was to the right, but I thought it was just an Irish creamer. Is that actually liquor too?
It's a liqueur, but it's a cream liqueur.
I like the way you say it. Liqueur, like you're French.
It is liqueur though. Look how they spell it. It's all spelled weird.
All right, let's do a toast to getting the right country right then, for our first Irish liquor. Well,
It's
for shots anyway.
yeah.
Down the hatch. So my vote is I like it. I give it a buy it.
I think I've
I was
had
gonna rate it.
I think biscotti. It tastes like biscotti.
Mm.
I've had biscotti that tasted like this.
So get yourself some D'Amore Amaretto. It was only $9, 21% alcohol. It might get you fucked up, but we'll find out as the show goes on.
Just got to drink a lot of it.
Yeah, just get each of you get a bottle.
Oh,
each.
it's lower proof. Well, just drink twice as much.
Yeah. Well, 20 is not that bad though. It's better than like a beer, you know.
No, it's half as strong as whiskey.
Yeah, but that means we'll probably have a better show then.
Yeah.
So we'll see. So today's show, we're going to be reviewing new albums from The Game. Do you remember The Game? Rap protege for, I want to say Dr. Dre and 50 Cent, but he's been out of the game, a little pun there, for a while, but that's not actually true. When we get to the review, you'll find out that he has been putting out albums for a while.
Well, he was getting shot and locked up and...
No, yeah, I guess. Well,
right?
No, I think you're mixing up 50 Cent and DMX with The
Oh,
Game.
yeah. Well, he's like one of them. They all get shot and locked up.
Yeah, all those black folk, doing rap music. They're bound to be on the other end of a gun
No,
sometime.
it's that thug life.
Mm-hmm.
Gets them in trouble.
Well, and then moving from that, we're going to be doing an album review of the latest album from Sevendust, the alternative metal band. And we'll be doing a review of the hardcore band H2O as well. So we got quite a lot for you guys going on today. And obviously, because it's been 2 weeks since we've done a show, so we got a lot to catch up on. So surely, Stu, after 2 weeks of not talking to me, something interesting has happened in your life that you could bless me with today.
Oh, really? In that 2 weeks?
Yeah, it's been that long, man. What have you been up to? I miss my Fu Man Stu, man.
We're working on moving my brother's business to New Jersey, setting up a small amount of shop in the auto shop. We redid the office. Other than that, I got sick. I'm still recuperating from it.
Yeah, I texted you yesterday about watching the game, and you got a cold, but you sound okay now.
Yeah, no, my nose is all stuffed up. I just drank a whole bunch of cough syrup, so hopefully that doesn't clash with the alcohol.
It might.
Yeah, I know.
Usually they put alcohol in. See, so drink.
I'll be robo tripping along with being drunk.
That's good. Then you'll be more entertainment for you guys out there.
Yeah. If there's any time I'm gonna throw up, it would be now.
We'll try to catch that on the mic. So what else?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Work. Yeah.
Well, what happened?
I'm sorry, my life is so fucking boring.
Well, I tried to make your life interesting. Last Sunday, you were supposed to come to my son was getting blessed at church, or at least the after party.
Oh,
he never even showed up.
I don't even remember what happened.
Oh, my wife was like, "Where's Stu at? Where's Stu?" I'm like, "He said he said on Facebook he's gonna be there."
Oh, it was my brother's birthday
on last Sunday.
Well, he was here. We were drinking.
Okay,
but
that's more important than my son.
His birthday was Monday, but we celebrated Sunday.
Okay, I'll let it slide then.
Yeah, it was my brother's.
You didn't
birthday.
get the experience being at a black church. Have you been to a black church before? You know the difference?
No, I haven't.
Yeah.
I've been to a Jehovah's Witness church before.
Oh, well, Jehovah's Witnesses are white as well.
Well, they were white and black, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
It definitely wasn't a black church, but
yeah,
there was a fair amount of it was 50-50.
Well, my wife's side of the family was there for experience at a Baptist church, which, as opposed to a Catholic church where it's like, very somber and you're going to hell unless you do this and that. And we talked. The other church that we went to was, my church anyway, where my parents go to. Much more livelier, music, dancing, everyone praising the Lord, having the spirit. You've seen the beginning of Blues Brother before, so basically like that, people jumping up and down like on trampolines, like everyone's got the spirit, son, got the spirit. Woo!
It's better than that down south snake worshiping and drinking strychnine.
Yeah. Well, that's later. We do that afterwards. That's
you do that after.
That's
then
every
you bust
second
out
Sunday.
the snakes and and drink the Kool-Aid.
It's every second Sunday we do that. Yeah, but no, and then the funny thing about it is that wasn't the liveliest service. So they were like, "Is it like this all the time?" Like, no, usually it's more energetic than that. But anyway, it was nice. It was nice if you got to come down because everyone came over to our house later. Two families together in my parents' house eating all this food and shit. But that's what happened to me last week. And then a couple days before that, I got in a little trouble at work. A little bit of trouble at my second job.
Really?
Because I don't know. I just, when you're on that side of the counter.
You talked back to a customer.
I did.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm telling you, the customers are very insensitive at retail. We already had this discussion on one other show.
Yeah.
That they treat you like shit because they know they're only going to see you for a second and you're nobody.
I wish
You're
that
a
was
robot.
the case, but where I work,
you're the servant.
Where I work, this retail convenience store, it's in the town where everybody goes to all the time. So, situation I was in, you tell me, Stu, if I was out of line or not. It's me working, and the line's getting longer and longer, and then I call up the only other person in the store to come help me out. So then she comes, starts ringing up the person, and it says, "Oh, next person on this line." Another person goes to her line. Then the person comes over to me. Next person, he's like, I don't think it's right that, I came in just for one thing. I came in for one thing, and I'm in line longer than I was in the store. So I don't know what happened. Like, usually I let comments like that slide, and then just one time, every so often, the customer will say something that will just tick me off, and I'll just snap. Like, a little short of just jumping over the counter and choking to death. Instead, I leaned over to my left, and I said, "Excuse me, everybody who's waiting in line. In the future, if you see this person in the store, can you please make way for him? Because apparently he is the ambassador of said store, and he does not want to wait." Didn't go over well.
You got smart ass. You didn't. I thought you were gonna say something mean. Instead you got smart ass on them.
They hate that too, apparently.
Oh no, that's worse. That pisses them off more.
Yeah. So he said, he said the exact same thing. He said, "Oh, you're smart ass, huh?" And I go, "Who's your manager?" "Oh, she's right there to my right." And then he flipped out and he's like, "I don't deserve it. Like, don't talk to me like that." He didn't curse at me or anything like that. But she's apologizing profusely, and I'm just like, whatever, because I don't want to make it worse by saying anything more. I said my line. That's it.
You get written up?
Actually, no. She's not. She only works 1 day a week now, so she doesn't really care that much. But she does care enough to where even when the line's a mile long and it's not our fault, obviously everyone wants to come shopping right now. She'll say to each person, "Oh, sorry about the wait. Sorry about the wait. Sorry about the wait." It's like, it's not our fucking fault. Why are you apologizing for? But anyway, she apologized on my behalf, and I should have said, "No, take that apology back. God damn it, I don't give it to anyone. You don't speak for me." But
Well, yeah, you could have dug yourself deeper.
Exactly. So I just let it go. Back. So she didn't tell. Since he talked to her, he didn't have to end up calling the store and talking to the manager. She did damage control for me. But I really gotta watch my mouth, man. I just can't take it when these people think they're better than me. I shouldn't wait in line longer. Like, what the fuck does that mean?
Nah.
Like, he expects, I should be able to run in the store out. Everyone should make way for me. That's what I thought he was saying.
Yeah. Well, I guess he was saying there should be a quick checkout where one item only.
There should be more people working there. Maybe that's
well, you know what? That's the common courtesy of people should be. If you see somebody with one item, let them in front of you.
Yeah.
I got a whole ton of shit. Here, go. Just go. Mm-hmm. That's not your fault. That's the customers have to be more friendly to each other.
But what if there's like, in this case, what if there's like 8 or 9 people with only 3 things and it's just a line?
Oh yeah, no, that's normally how.
Then
it
there's
is,
nothing
yeah.
we can do.
Yeah.
Everyone, and it's weird that store, because like I want to put some shit back, like returns, and as soon as I put something back and walk back, it's like 4 people in line already. It's like everyone decides simultaneously, "You ready to check out now? You ready to check out now? You ready to check now? All right, let's go now."
Yeah, it goes in waves.
It's like, why don't you all take turns? How can everyone be done buying things at the exact same moment and get in line? But whatever. I mean, I know Little John goes to this shit too. What do you think about this shit, Little John?
Well, that's
yeah, that's the first.
Everybody!
I think what he's trying to say is that's the best remedy for these kind of problems. Just drink the sorrows away.
Yeah, drink on the job.
Yes, I should just do that. Just get wasted at work, and then I won't even care. No, I probably yell at people more than that. Down the hatch. All right, and adding to my 2 weeks of fun, I gotta tell you my experience at the Korn show.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I had to go.
You had an interview as well.
Yeah, I interviewed the opening band called Suicide Silence, which I'm going there the whole way, excited about interviewing the whole band. I ended up only getting an interview with the drummer.
Oh, so that's a new one.
Damn it, man! I hate I want the whole band.
Yeah, but that's almost kind of thoughtful because nobody ever the drummers. Oh, it's a little too loud.
They say no one ever wants to talk to the drummer, right?
Yeah, the drummer's always in the background, and even at watching the show, the drummer's always
you don't even see him,
not in the spotlight.
Yeah,
so that's almost
it's
almost a thoughtful thing to do, interviewing the drummer.
But what does everyone else think? Like our fans are listening, they want to see the whole band or at least 3 people. So I'm a little upset at first, but then the interview went up going really well. We talked about metal and shit like that. So he was a nice guy. His name was Alex. So we'll have that interview up soon. And my first time to Irving Plaza anyway, and Korn was playing their entire first album all the way through. So you know how Korn is. There weren't a lot of the fans anyway. There weren't a lot of people with I was expecting to see more like chain wallets and ball necklaces.
It's not the 90s anymore, man.
But they were playing the 90s stuff. But so it was like but there were a lot of black shirts, a lot of black metal T-shirts. I saw a black guy in a Slipknot shirt. I thought, oh my god, nice, pretty cool.
Telling you, black shirts with white silkscreen. It's a phenomenon.
Yeah.
Everybody has black. Every band has a black shirt with white silkscreen.
With like just the most what's the word for the most brutal T-shirts ever for metal shirts. It's like just like a baby's head getting like ripped off from the body, and the band's called in
halftone.
Yeah, the band's called something sick like like fetus decapitation or something like that. I don't know.
Sister fucker.
But I saw shirts like
That's
that.
actually a band.
A guy had like a Korn shirt on. First mistake, obviously, you're wearing the shirt the band going to see the show. Second mistake, it says old school Korn fan on it. Really? You have to be that pretentious about it? Like, I'm an old school Korn fan, so I'm going to wear this shirt to show off.
It said old school Korn fan?
Yeah. And obviously we all are because they're playing the first album. Like, we were listening to Korn since the first album, like everybody else on the fucking planet.
I want extra buttery Korn fan.
Were you there when they were cutting demos their first time? That's the only way you can be older school than that, honestly. Everybody that says they're old school Korn fans was listening to Korn when that song Blind came out, just like everybody else in the world. They got popular on the first album. Unless you were listening to the album when it first dropped, then maybe. I don't know. But I didn't want to ask him and rile him up because there were a lot of...
I'm pocket dialing.
Oh, you were?
Oh, I called you.
Oh, well, good thing I have it on airplane mode. You would have fucked the show up.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
I pocket dialed you.
But anyway, want to describe about Irving Plaza before I get to the actual fans. The good thing before the bad is I like the way it's so fucking tiny that if a band is popular, if you want to go in the back to avoid the band or the pit or whatever, you're basically standing by the merch thing outside of the place. It's so fucking small that having Korn there was kind of not the greatest idea, but it was very intimate. And the way they have the lighting and the smoke, I don't know if it was because it was Korn, but it had this really dirty atmospheric feel to it, the way the smoke and the dimness of the lights, I guess, was shining on the smoke in the room. And it was a good venue. I liked it, but my only complaints was there's nowhere to stand if you didn't want to get a good view, unless you wanted to get the shit kicked out of you in the pit, which is exactly what's going to happen because Korn fans are straight up assholes.
You couldn't get all the way to the front?
I wasn't going to bother because the Korn fans are assholes. The second band that I was interviewing, Suicide Silence, they're deathcore. So I'm oh, this is going to be crazy, but I want to get some good footage for their interview. So I took a risk and got in the pit. Kind of hold my camera. I'm gonna record a little bit of concert footage because I want to have my phone out or whatever.
You got nailed?
Luckily, no. I found a good spot. I was lucky, but
I couldn't stand nailed and you're
footage is
camera
gone.
went flying, and
I was worried about that, but the people were doing that shit. Like, worse during Korn, there was like, from where I was standing, there's like a sea of fucking like camera phones watching what's actually happening in front of you. But that's a whole different pet peeve of mine. So, but the thing Suicide Silence love to use is the fucking strobe light. So the whole set, just constant strobe light.
do you think if they had a professional, videographer shoot it and give away free downloads of the show when you go to leave, that would stop people from putting their phones up?
Maybe, but I don't know what's the point of doing it anyway. Yeah, because I think people record it so they'll always be able to look back on it, right?
No, you get like a million friggin' phones up.
Yeah,
and it's kind of irritating because like I'm trying to watch a show and there's like somebody, waving their arm in front of me and shit.
We have to get into that later because I can go off on that, but
yeah.
Like the strobe light,
and they're really getting shitty video footage.
Well, for now, it's probably
all right.
It's gonna get better as years go on.
Uh-huh.
But like the strobe light thing, you ever had a strobe light just constantly flashing in your face like the whole, like for a 45-minute straight, just constantly flashing strobe light? That was their gimmick, and it was just
that's the hardcore techno right there. The hardcore techno room.
I was like, dude, if Suicide Silence has any fans that have epilepsy, they're watching like one song and that's it. They're all on the floor convulsing. So you'll see in the footage, it's like just constant flashing of you just see the shadow of the band's playing the whole time. But what was funny or not funny when Korn got on stage is, you know the song, right? We're waiting for Korn and people are like getting rowdy and pushy and saying, "Yeah, are you ready? Korn, 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 Korn!" Chanting Korn. He's like fans and shit. And I saw these two guys, two huge dudes, like one like when you see big dudes like head towards the pit and watching the pit go, they're gonna do something like insane, right? Like Nazi looking dudes, just huge, bald headed, beefy, like man. One took his shirt off, had a big, insane tattoo on his back. Just watching the pit go, and you don't want to be like circling around the pit and actually like elbow the guy by accident. Like, oh, sorry, man, that's the last thing I remember saying. That's what it looked like. That guy looked like.
Respect.
Yeah.
Walk.
Yeah.
You talking to me?
Yeah. So like they're waiting for Korn to get on stage, right? And then they're saying come on, Korn. And then when the lights go out, I'll paint the picture for you guys at home. If you ever get to see Korn at an intimate setting like this or whatever, so. The first song on the album, Stu? That Blind song?
Blind song.
It's called Blind. But, they come. The lights come off. The little projector goes up. And then the first sound you hear is like the little hi-hat cymbal. Like
I haven't heard the new Korn.
It's old Korn. It's the first album.
Oh,
they did the whole first album.
Okay, all right.
So the first song, they're like with the hi-hat. Place goes off. And then each member, that next part that comes in that song, they would come out, like the guitars come out, and then the bass player come out, which was cool because he had like neon, like glow in the dark neon gold green strings. Fieldy the bass.
Oh yeah, I've seen them.
It was pretty.
Yeah, I've seen them for sale.
That looked kind of cool. And then
if you get a little black light near them, they really glow.
Yeah. And then when they get to the part when Jonathan Davis is gonna come out, he comes out last, and then he gets on the mic, and everyone at the same time is like, "Are you ready?" And then you know what happens next. Pit goes crazy. People are pushing everybody. I'm moving further and further back. I'm like, where's a safe place to stand? Let me stand by the guy that does the sound and shit like that. They have like a fenced off in the middle, kind of towards the back. So I'm standing there by the gate, getting pushed by people there. People moshing like by me. It's like, go in the fucking pit. Why are you over here moshing with me? I don't want to push. Yeah, guys just run up out of nowhere, just start pushing people around, and then until the point where it pisses someone else off, and they like just manhandle you all the way into the pit, and then they're like, that guy's like, no, I'm not going to the pit. I want to fuck with you back here.
Excuse me.
So it's like, Korn fans are assholes, most of them. They're nice to people to talk to, but the second the shit goes off, they're being dicks the whole time, just pushing in every direction and just not having any rhythm to their like mosh whatsoever. So if I want to rate the show, it was good, but not. It was good to see them, but I wish it was I wish I had a better place to stand. But I see we should get to the cool part of the show right now, and that is Stu's leaving. Where are you going? here he comes. I guess Stu and Little John were getting bored of my Korn story. I guess you had to be there is how I should have ended it. But
I'm telling you, this is low proof. We need to double up our shots. We need to have like twice as many shots of this show.
yeah. Says
Then
the
again, you wanted
alcoholics.
to take home a little, so.
No, I don't know. I may not. I just thought that was enough because we usually don't do more than like
I know, it's
5
just
shots
low
a show.
proof.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm feeling something at least. You feel? Oh yeah, I forgot your tolerance is like fucking like Rick, like what's his name? Rick Mick Jagger style or whatever.
No, Andre the Giant style.
The dead guy. You got the tolerance of a dead guy?
Tolerance of a dead guy.
Yeah.
No tolerance of a fucking 6 foot fucking 350-pound guy.
We have to go. I have to go shot for shot with you one day. I have to get up my tolerance like you do. It's insane. Let's do this shot and then we'll get into some music news. All right, Stu? Excuse me.
I have tolerance, but I'm total wuss for whiskey.
Yeah, that's where I got you.
I will vomit.
To make him Stu vomit next show, we might do whiskey or some Patron. All right, let's get into some music news now. I love that intro music. All right, you know the rapper T.I., Stu?
Yeah, I do.
T.I., all right, from Atlanta.
Unfortunately.
I guess I'll ask why you hate him so much, but maybe because you already know the story.
No, I don't know the story.
T.I. Apologizes for suggesting Hilary Clinton won't make a good president because women get too emotional. The rapper was concerned Clinton might fire a nuke and regret it later. And I got the story by the Independent.
It takes more than just the president to launch a nuke. I don't think it's one person's idea. Like, what do I feel like doing today? Let's nuke Serbia.
That's what he's saying. You're saying that the White House and his office, the Oval Office,
No, they cannot
right
do
there?
that. No, that is a myth. There
Okay.
is no one button that will fire a nuke.
So Stu already discredited T.I.'s opinion, but let's get into the story right here. So T.I. has apologized for a sexist comment given during a radio interview in which he suggests a woman would make a poor president because she would get too emotional. The rapper, whose real name Clifford Joseph Harris Jr., said that he couldn't vote for Hillary Clinton because he didn't think a woman would be an effective president. Now, usually when I do articles, I try to get the impressions down, which I'll try my best. He said, I just don't know that women make rash decisions emotionally. They just make very permanent, cemented decisions. And then later, it's kind of like it didn't happen. He said before adding that it would be just awful if a woman president set off a nuke and later changed her mind about it.
Women are also scientifically better at multitasking, though.
So they can set off a nuke and file nails at the same time, you're saying?
Yeah.
The world ain't ready yet, he added. I think you might be able to get the Loch Ness Monster elected before you could get a woman. It's not right, but I'm just saying. He was criticized online by celebrities including Lily Allen, Samantha Rosen, and Perez Hilton. Perez Hilton. Sorry, that's
Perez
important.
Hilton. Yes.
Now,
yes.
oh shit.
Oh
Perez
yeah,
Hilton
but then that means you got Howard Stern on it.
Yeah,
because he's not part of the whack pack, but he's tied in with them.
But he quickly apologized, so I guess once he heard Perez Hilton said something, he's like, "Oh shit, I better say something to apologize."
Yeah, right. Who cares about Perez Hilton's opinion?
So, given how easily the rapper dismissed all women as rash and unbelievably unable to commit to their opinions, there was a certain irony to the fact that Harris quickly backtracked, apologized for his comments, and realized they were wrong. In other words, T.I. would make a terrible president. My comments towards women running for president were unequivocally insensitive and wrong. I sincerely apologize to everyone I offended, he tweeted. So let's hope that T.I. as a man doesn't let his rash emotions get the better of him in the future. All right,
Social media just fucking fucks up celebrities big
exactly.
time.
But it doesn't stop there, Stu. So then a couple days later, he apologized again. And I got this story from
and it's a sarcastic apology?
I'll read it to you. I got this from MTV.com. 2 days later, he released another apology in video form. I said some things that were insensitive and hurtful to women, so I apologize. He said in a video which he posted on Facebook, I never intended to...
I've been sleeping on the couch.
I never intended to be taken as though I felt women couldn't be leaders. That was not my intention. I know better than that. Tip went on to say that his comments were made on the Hollywood Shuffle, a radio program which he felt lends itself to barbershop talk. Have you heard of that term, barbershop talk?
Yeah,
okay.
Gab.
Yeah.
You know.
So he says, we say a lot of outrageous things, talk about a lot of taboo topics, have a lot of barbershop talk, say some things that are borderline inappropriate, borderline offensive, for more laughs and shock value. We've done this several times before. I gotta get my Atlanta accent down. about you're looking at me like, stop it.
You got Central Jersey accent.
I know, I'm trying to get down south. We've done this several times before about things other than several things. However, this time I reached for a joke that was in very poor taste, using a stereotype associated with women, and I should not have done that. I hold myself accountable, he added. If I said anything that was hurtful or inappropriate, I apologize. My intentions was only to be humorous and not to be disrespectful in any way. So, before I get Stu's opinion of this, I asked my wife,
a woman, trying to be funny. All right.
I asked her opinion, a woman, what she thought of this article. She read it and said that she doesn't believe that he was making a joke. She thinks he seriously believes that he doesn't think a woman should be in charge, and now he's trying to apologize for some, PR, reason, not like he really means it. So before I tell you my opinion, I want to know what you think of this too.
I think he just, he doesn't have a frontal lobe. Shit just flies out of his mouth. Mm-hmm. A lot of people are like that. Okay.
So you think he doesn't? You think he believes this, or you don't think he was caught up in like the jokey atmosphere of this radio talk show?
No, I agree with Miss S.
Okay. Well, I agreed with you both until the second apology when he said barbershop talk, and then I thought to myself, first of all, the whole joke about like a woman.
It's hard with tweets. I mean, like, how do you tweet something sarcastically?
No, he
Is there like an emote? Is there
his apology? Well, he said the comments on the radio show.
Oh, he said it on the radio show. I thought it was all tweets.
No, he said it on the radio show, and then once people reacted to it, then he apologized. But here's my thing. I was mad first because the jokes you're making are so, like, hacky. People made those women can't be president jokes like 20 years ago about, they'd be like, oh my God, it's my period. I want to raid this country. That's an old joke, dude. You're really making this joke now? Then I got mad about the media for even caring enough to be mad about it.
Yeah.
So I was mad at both sides. But then when he apologized again and said that barbershop talk, I'm like, all right, maybe he was trying to be funny. And the fact that he's not a comedian is why it's not working. If Chris Rock made that same joke, would it have been better? Because you're expecting a comedian to say something funny or especially in his case to say something that's like, shocking like that.
Yeah.
So I'm torn between, are we living in a world where only comedians can make jokes like that, or is it in a world where everything's got to be politically correct so no one can make jokes like that?
No, I definitely don't think we're moving towards more politically correct.
Oh, you don't?
No, I think
really.
I think we're actually moving away from that a little bit.
Give me an example of that, because I don't.
Donald Trump.
Speaking of politics, go on. Okay, yeah, you're okay. That's a good point, because Donald Trump says some fucked up things.
He says some shocking shit,
and he's going up in the polls.
And yeah,
you're right. You're right. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe he's got the money to pull that. I don't know. I don't know why it's working.
I don't know. He's got some super charisma.
That's really what it comes down to. But that's a whole different thing. Mostly times politicians go up in the poll because they have more charisma than the other guy. It doesn't matter their actual views or anything like that. But do you think like his apologies like make T.I. look kind of weak? That he can't even like stick to like his guns? He's got to like take apologies immediately, or do you think apologizing was the right thing for him to do?
Oh, apologizing immediately is what you should do. Mm-hmm. And yes, he did take measures to apologize right away and then do a formal apology.
Yeah.
So he went about that the right way to try to save his
career.
ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just if people knew that joke
He
was
probably got a little help.
Yeah.
They probably saw, oh shit, he's in hot water. We need to help him out.
help him write your apology
This
speech.
is what you should do. Yeah, we'll talk for you now.
Well, actually, the video for the second apology, he starts out by saying, "Look in the room. There's no PR here. There's no people in here.
Oh, really?
And now I'm going to
Really?
make my apology." So, yeah, but what about what happened before you pushed record? How do we know you didn't? Everyone didn't talk. Then they left the room. Then you started recording. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like
no, I think he had help with that one.
Yeah. Well, I guess in the end of the day, I think apologizing was the right thing to do, but Americans got to lighten up a little bit, especially when an Atlanta rapper makes a sexist comment that people were joking about 20 years ago, but whatever. Hilary Clinton, 2016. That's all I got to say. Just so, I don't offend anybody.
Really? You're for Hillary?
I just don't want to offend anybody, so...
You're for Hillary?
Whoever you guys like out there, I agree with you. I'm not taking fucking sides until, like, next year. It's way too early to fucking care, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. This presidential race is fucking weird. This is the weirdest one ever, because it's like they're turning into comedians.
Oh, you talking about the debates and shit?
Yeah, they're turning into comedians, and I don't hear any talk about what they're gonna do or anything like that, or
that comes later. Right now, it's just getting yourself out there and
fucking jokes, and then fucking shit bashing other people.
Yeah, just taking shots at other people, But I bet you once
shit bashing, is that even a thing? Did I just make that up?
Once next October comes around, it'll be like this is what I want to do. It's either me or this guy. That's it, and that's how it will run down. But all right. So if you have any opinion about this, let me give you guys the email, which is njhybridradio@gmail.com. We'd love to hear your opinions about any of the topics we talk about, or if you have any suggestions on things you want us to speak on. I'd love to know what you guys think. That looks good. What are you smoking there? Stu rolled up a joint in front of me, it looks like.
It's not a joint, it's a little drum.
Yeah. I remember those days.
Tobacco
drums.
It was hard trying to talk with the microphone and be able to roll it at the same time.
That's why you got to do this.
You gotta have. Oh yeah, you got the vape.
I got the vape. So
we're both low budget.
Really, that's cheap.
Yeah, vapes are cheap.
I'm talking about yours
compared to cigarettes. Yeah, this is dirt cheap.
It's actually dirt you're smoking.
Yeah, it's like $8, and it's I don't know. It's like endless amounts of hand rolled cigarettes.
All right, let's get into the album review of this portion of the show now. But first. You want to get to the you want to think of a toast this time, or?
Sure. Toast sounds nice.
You can think of the toast. What we'll toast to. Actually, I know what it is going to be already. You get the second one. I'll get the first. Gotta pour yourself one too.
I will toast to. Once again, I missed the show. This time, I was gonna go to a show, Gramercy Theater.
Oh, you were? Okay.
You're always going to these shows, and I miss out. Fucking missed out again because we were out too late eating dinner at Longhorn. Delicious. Shout out to Longhorn. Good stuff.
What'd you have there? What was
so
delicious?
I had a filet mignon with an oyster and mushrooms on top of it with a Béarnaise sauce. Is that how you pronounce it? Béarnaise?
I think so. Béarnaise sauce?
Yeah, something like that. It was delicious. And their fucking mac and cheese and their fucking cream spinach. Oh, my God.
We hope we can get you guys as a sponsor at some point, Longhorns.
Yes, yeah.
So we would definitely, this dude's going to tell you the concert he missed. That's what make this place so worth it.
It was Gramercy Theater Aquabats.
Oh, shit. I remember that. I saw that show coming up.
You saw it?
Yeah, they were playing with MC Lars in Philly a couple days before that. Not that show, but I was like, oh, that'd be cool to see them both together.
I was going to go see Aquabats, and I didn't get to make it.
Oh, well. Let's Bane.
Where are you going?
To the Aquabats. The fun ska band that once had the drummer from Blink
182.
I mean, if he was there too, that would be pretty awesome too. But whatever. All right. First up, The Game released the album, The Documentary 2. Compton rapper who was discovered by Dr. Dre and signed to the label Aftermath in 2003. In 2005, he released his debut album, The Documentary, featuring the hits This Is How We Do and Hated to Love It. It also helped. He was closely affiliated with 50 Cent, 50 Cent was also extremely popular at this time. And so after releasing 5 more albums over the years, The Game just dropped his 7th album, The Documentary 2. So 1,
Clever.
He's been.
That's like when you name your pet, like Snowball, and then it dies, and you gotta have
Simpsons
Snowball
reference
too.
right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing I'm saying about this, and I'm going to get into my opinion about these sequel albums right now, is first of all, you guys are surprised out there maybe that the Game's been releasing albums all this time since 2007 and kind of been under the radar a little bit. But the thing I hate about the sequel albums is I think it's like a marketing scheme, because whenever I hear like a second album by like groups like Raekwon did this,
It makes them seem not that far apart though in time.
You
do a sequel.
The way I look at it is like they're trying to like, oh man, it's this. Remember that great album I put out? Well, this is the second one to that. So it makes you think like, oh man, it's gonna be like that album again. But when you listen to it most of the time, it's like, no, it's just new music you put. And the only reason you call it the name 2 is because you want him to get me to buy it. So like Cuban Links 2 by Raekwon. I mean, it's a great album, but I realize that marketing scheme. But a lot of hip hop artists do that kind of like Marshall Mathers LP 2. Like, you couldn't think of any better names, so you call it that. But when we listen to it, it's not like it's a continuation of the first album. It's just completely different topics. So that's my complaint about that. But, so I'm going into this album like, oh, great, another fucking, this is the second album. Now, before we review this album...
I went all great when I saw The Game.
Yeah. Before we do this, Stu, you said you listened to this out on Spotify, where I got it from other stores.
Okay.
I want to tell you guys out here, this album is the second part, which is coming out this week, called The Documentary 2.5. Because apparently he had so much music he had to put it in 2 parts. So I want to make sure, Stu, did you listen to the right one before I don't want to embarrass...
Yeah, I listened to the right one.
Okay. All right, so...
It was Documentary 2, full album release.
Okay. So after the intro, the album kicks off with a track called On Me, which features Kendrick Lamar. And there's a great sample of the Erykah Badu song, On and On, that loops in the background. I don't know if you noticed that.
No, I didn't notice.
And Kendrick's verse he spits is his usual conscious lyrics that, references to his last album, To Pimp a Butterfly. And though Kendrick's verse dominates the track, I think The Game still holds his own sound just as aggressively as he did on his previous albums. Next song, Step Up, has The Game using a flow similar to Biggie Smalls and a female hook that could have come straight out of 1994. Did you hear that album, Stu? That song, I mean?
Yeah. I only have one comment on the album.
Okay, well, let me get to one point, and then I'll ask if you noticed this, too. So after the song Don't Trip and Standing on Ferraris, this is what I noticed. I don't know if you noticed this, too, but I noticed that not only does each song reference older hip-hop lines, but every song has a blatant sample of a classic hip-hop song that came out during the golden age of hip-hop.
Yes, I did notice that.
For example, like, Don't Trip samples Cool Like That from Digable Planets.
Yep.
Standing on Ferrari samples Things Done weak. Changed by Biggie. While The Game himself borrows the rapping styles of Nas. So what do you think of that, like that part of the album when it was the first, 4 tracks doing that?
I didn't like it.
You didn't like it at all?
No.
Okay, well...
There was only one part of the album that I liked.
Okay. I think I know where... It's probably further on towards the end, right?
Yeah, no, towards the middle.
Oh, towards the middle, okay. Well, what I liked about that at first, I was like...
It was only one half of a track. I only like one half of a track. What am I supposed to cut that track in half? That's my opinion. I'd say download a half a track.
Well, what I liked about the first half of the first part when they were sampling all the music that I've heard, I grew up on listening to, was I'm like, oh, I like that song, it's cool. But then I thought to myself, that's kind of cheating in a way, because all you're doing is just borrowing old stuff I like and just rapping over it. So I can't really co-sign that's a good way to make an album. I want to hear some original beats. But eventually he abandons that and P Diddy comes in, like the P Diddy style of borrowing stuff. He
I couldn't even
abandons that.
tell it was P Diddy.
No, I mean
I
that.
listened to that. I
mean,
couldn't even tell
that
it was
song.
him.
Yeah.
I couldn't even tell it was him.
He actually is on the song "Standing on Ferraris," where he does that kind of like spoken word shit at the end, like he did on another song on the Meek Mill album for the couple months ago we reviewed. But the whole P Diddy style of sampling, like blatant sampling,
It's
like
Diddy.
hooks.
No P.
No P. All right.
Yeah.
Wait, Diddy sample shit. I was like, oh god, like I hate that. But he abandons that and starts doing his own beats. But I'm like, all right, cool. Like the song Hashtagging or Hashtag has a hype man named Jelly Roll who sounds really much like our mascot Little John. Did you notice that?
Oh, I didn't listen to that song. I skipped over it.
Oh,
I started skipping over songs.
Jesus,
when I
man.
got that.
I almost can feel like what your review is going to be, but your rating, I mean. But it also has like a Western guitar twang. Other than that, it's a throwaway track. But I love the back and forth.
Much.
I love the back and forth argument the game has with his girlfriend on the track Circles. Then halfway into the song, the beat switches from hardcore to laid back jazz. It features Tribe Called Quest's Q-Tip.
Yep, that is the half a track that I like.
The second half you liked?
Yeah, the second half with Q-Tip.
I didn't even think he used his talents that well on that song.
No, I thought it was great.
Like his rapping, I mean, Q-Tip's part. I'm like, is he gonna like spit some bars? He's kind of like just there, like Q-Tip, vibe, and that's it. And then it's like, all right, I want to hear.
I liked it.
I like the music part, but I didn't like his part in it.
No! I thought he did a good job.
So what didn't you like about the first part with the girlfriend shit?
That was annoying.
Oh, was.
Because it was like, I don't know.
Like
the shit the shit they're talking about is like fucking ridiculous. Like, I'm gonna be fucking my dick on the side while you're out, and I know you're fucking other girls, and yeah, we still got a relationship, but we're fucking all kinds of people. I'm like, damn, fucking diseases.
Don't you worry about that, man. Wrap it up, game. Shit.
I can't wrap it up. I hate condoms.
That's why. Well, man, that's why he speaks to you. You should like that song.
All right.
Well, all right. Well, I think the album after that with the song after the Uncle skit, which is like these skits could kind of like no reason to be there, but there's only one skit, so whatever. The next song, Dedication.
I thought it was his schizophrenic uncle.
Yeah, but it's like
Uncle Skit.
Yeah, Uncle Skit. But I didn't think the skits lent anything to the album itself. It was just like, oh, let me put a skit here. It's like, okay, whatever. Then Dedicated comes on, which features Atlanta rapper Future. Trap music ensues. I know we disagree on what trap music is, but
you look up the definition of trap music.
So now, as a trap music hater, I'm pissed. But the game doesn't need to sell out. I'm like, the game doesn't need to sell out to that trend. However, instead of taking the lazy approach and spitting bars about drugs and purple syrup, he maintains his flow and produces a beautiful hybrid of gangster rap over trap, at least during his verse anyway, which I thought was cool.
I need some syrup right now.
What do you think of the song "Bitch You Ain't"?
Fucking Robitussin.
What do you think of the song "Bitch You Ain't Shit"? Still,
"Bitch You Ain't Shit."
Yeah.
I didn't listen to it.
Well, that one's like a Dr. Dre produced like West Coast jam. At least it sounded like he produced it. Sounds like he'd do something like that song anyway.
I lost interest.
And even the guy that sings the hook on the song sounds like Nate Dogg. So I'm like, that song's all right. But I want to talk about the song "Moolah," which features a less pretentious Kanye West. Did you like that song?
Nope, didn't listen to it. I told you I lost interest halfway through.
All right, I'll finish out my thing and then.
Especially when I saw Kanye West, I was like, I'm not listening to that. Yeah, I didn't even give it a chance.
Well, that's a shame because the title track is dope as fuck, thanks to amazing production by DJ Premier. Another great song on this album is the song 100. Starts out with the game going in hard, but then Drake comes in, singing like he's on Valium and brings the flow of the track to a grinding halt. He should have been more aggressive on this one, but in the end of the day, that song's pretty good too. The final track, L.A., features auto-tune vocals by will.i.am, as well as Fergie and Snoop Dogg.
I can't imitate auto-tune.
The hook is corny as hell, but Snoop has such an iconic voice, he makes the song enjoyable. So, first, let's get into Stu, who barely listened to the album. What did you think of it? What's your final rating on it?
Oh, it's skip it.
All right, so you're basically saying it didn't get your attention right away, so don't bother.
Yeah, got on my nerves a little bit. Just didn't like it.
What?
Don't look at me like that.
Look on your nerves. I'm confused. You have to be more specific if you don't want to go to the album.
It's just irritating. I don't know. I don't know.
All right.
Didn't like it.
I think Stu's saying
I don't have a direct reason.
Well, which is weird for me because after listening to this album, I take back what I said about sequel albums. This record complements the first documentary album well. The game maintained the style and flow from all his past records. This album could have been the sophomore release. It could have been the next one.
And it's pissing off every crip there is out there.
And that's what got it. That's the thorn in your side right there, right?
Yeah.
As a crip yourself.
Yeah, yes. Maybe that's why. I like wearing blue.
I did find it was a bit lazy that he was sampling older hip-hop tunes, like I said earlier in the review, making this album sound more like a mixtape, but luckily he dropped that early into it. Lots of great tunes, only a small amount of throwaway tracks here, which is surprising since there is a lot of songs here, 19 to be exact. I wouldn't mind listening to this album again and again, so I don't know what Stu's talking about. I think this album's something you should buy. But
No, I highly disagree.
I see that.
If Snarky Mark was here, he'd have my back.
All right, we'll see. We're adding more people. We'll find out. But if you heard this album and we let them know what you think about it, let us know in the comments. Or you can send us an email at our email address because it would be great to hear if you agree with me or you agree with Stu. But I think, honestly, if you're just not into like West Coast hip-hop or anything like, or the game at all,
I'm not into West Coast
it's not
hip-hop.
for you.
Yeah.
But if you have
a little
mind,
bit. You know, some of the old legends. That's about it.
Sorry, now I'm actually feeling something, but who cares? Everybody, nice. We still got plenty left too. Making good time.
Polish that.
Making good time. All right, clink on the hatch.
Thanks, Little John.
Yeah. So, Sevendust, Atlanta, Georgia alternative metal band, just released their 11th album, if you count the acoustic album they released last year. Been releasing records since 1997 and are known for hits like Denial, Waffle, and Prodigal Son. Prodigal
Son.
Prodigal? That's how you said the word?
Prodigal?
But there's no C.
There's no C in it?
Yeah.
Prodigal?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Prodigal. I never heard that word. The first, let me get into the first track called Thank You. It has all the elements of a Sevendust song. Dark, moody piano intro leading to early 2000 crunchy neo-metal guitar riffs. Lead singer LaJohn Witherspoon's soulful voice. And, of course, occasional metal screams. What were you feeling when this album started, Stu?
I was feeling very drunk. I listened to it. I was drunk as shit at the end of the night. And I listened to it to calm myself down and go to sleep.
Okay, so the first track, did that do that? Did that calm you down at all?
Yeah.
Okay.
It did its job.
So going into the first song anyway, when you hear all that, if you listen to Sevendust at all in their past, I was like, okay, they're gonna be sticking to their quote unquote roots or their formula, so to speak. In the beginning of the song, Death Dance sounds almost identical to the Halloween theme. However, that doesn't last long before the song kicks off. I really like the balance of heaviness and groove rock on this one. The song Forget is great too. That little bit of silence before the chorus comes in, that's what pushed the song over for me. Plus, I like the pounding snare drum as well. Like, I love that when a metal song like has that when they sing the chorus and it's just like the verse, and it's like that silence for a second, and it just like comes in with the chorus anyway. I was like, yes, this song is great. They do it like twice or whatever. Thought it was cool. So after the pseudo hard rock forgettable pun on the last song Letters, and the mildly better track Cease and Desist, the band gets back on point with the song Not Today. Back to bobbin riffs, perfect drumming, and clean/unclean vocals combination. So they had a little lull, but then the album came back for me. But there's only 2 songs. I'm like, whatever.
No, I guess I'm really fucking grouchy and pessimistic because
Mhm.
I didn't like it.
You didn't like
I
those
didn't
songs?
like
though?
this album at all.
Okay, why?
It was just very.
Have you listened? Wait, before you answer, have you listened to Sevendust's albums before or their
No,
music?
I have not.
Okay, I'm. So people out there are already dismissing Stu's opinion. Don't do that because
Yeah, this is the
this
only
is
Seven
for-
Dust album.
this
I've
is
listened to.
If you ever listened to Sevendust before, this
It
might
did
be
its
fair.
job. It didn't stick out from anything else. It reminded me of Nickelback a little bit.
Oh man, that I hear people groaning right now.
Really?
How dare you?
It's like
Insult
it's kind
them.
of like Nickelback. So
But like good Nickelback, which is a
like good
oxymoron.
Nickelback.
But what about the song that combines like the guitar, the acoustic guitar, and the distorted electric guitars? The song called "Chop." It's like kind of like a neo metal country western hybrid. This was a little risky, I thought, but they pulled off well. I can't believe they don't like that either. And the fact that this guy has an amazing like R&B voice combined with metal, I think it's a good combination. I think he does a good job.
Horrid.
Maybe I'm biased because he's black and I like when black guys sing metal. But he really showed his talent on this track, Silly Beast. This rhythm is one that the rhythm on this one is a bit odd and it's got really odd time signatures too, but in a good way. And plus the drummer, who's named Morgan Rose, really outdoes himself on that song.
I really wish my computer didn't die because I really need the.
You need
visual.
to remember.
I need to look at the track names. It helps
Alright.
me remember shit, and I can't do that.
The last song called Torched, or not the second to last song called Torched, has an aggressive pounding beat in the verses. You'll have to put half your body into headbanging successfully. That song bounces that well. But you must have some energy left to tear it up in the pit during the bridge. And I want to talk to you guys about the bonus track, Slave to Pray. It could have been off their second album, the 1999's Home. It is a perfect song to make the album, to make a single, and is a great closer as well. So, I'm going to go first. I fucking love this album. Only one song I didn't care for, but everything else was solid. I can't see any Sevendust fan not enjoying this. Plus, it has the potential to win over new ones, which I guess I'm wrong because
Why didn't they have any videos either?
this guy doesn't want to listen to it. But I think this
they should
album
have had some videos.
I think this album you should buy. Stu, I was wrong about winning over new fans. As a new person listening to their first album for your first time, you have to say this album is. Were you in a bad mood before you? Maybe you weren't.
No,
were you
it's
tired?
just you had to do these two albums first. I'd have to say, you know what? I did enjoy it.
No, you didn't. Be honest.
It did serve its purpose. It helped me relax, and I listened to it, and I listened to the whole thing, and while I was drunk and passing out, and it was all right. So I mean, I would give it a download.
Thank you. Because I was about to say, if you didn't even get to the first album we reviewed, but if you can get through this whole one, you have to at least give it that. But if you heard this album by Sevendust, we love to know what you think. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Did you think it was okay? Let us know in the comments. Or you can send us an email because we love to know what you think. Because that's the way we are. We are blowing through this show already, man. We're making good time. Which we have to because the studio is so goddamn cold. I want to get the show over with and get out of here. We'll figure it out next week, you guys. That way we'll be a lot warmer. We'll give you a full show. We'll have more people.
I'm gonna see if we could be in the chocolate factory.
Yeah, with Charlie and everybody, right? The schnozberries taste like schnozberries. Let's review the shit.
Well put.
Yes. Clink. And now, what you've been all waiting for, at least two anyway, the latest album from H2O.
Woohoo!
They're a New York hardcore punk band formed in 1994
Really?
with the positive, uplifting hardcore as opposed to bands like Agnostic Front or Snapcase. Their straight edge sound is closer kin to youth of today.
I thought they were younger than 94.
Newer, you mean? More recent?
Yes.
Okay. So their first album, the self-titled album, 1986, is I want to tell a little quick story. I saw them play opening for Social Distortion that year. The first time I saw them, I'm like, God, this is amazing. I gotta buy the cassette immediately. Bought it, loved it, listened to it all the time. Second album they released, and third album on Epitaph Records. Second album I bought, I don't really like it that much when I look back on it because it ended up getting stolen out of my car,
Ooh.
and I just didn't
That was
bother
the
replacing
inside
it.
job.
I'm like, I don't feel like replacing it. Whatever.
That was the inside job.
Yeah, inside my car.
No, yeah. Well, somebody that got in your car, one of your associates.
No, they stole the whole CD booklet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I had my car at the gas station to get repaired, and I didn't lock the doors because they said leave the car overnight, but they never told me you have to lock the doors because people will break in your car and take your CDs. I thought they would take something else, but they just checked the CDs. Like,
Yeah.
really? But I thought that would happen, so albums I thought I couldn't replace, I didn't keep in my car. Albums I thought I could, I kept in my car. So when that got stolen, I replaced all of them, but that album in particular, the second album by H2O, I'm like, I don't really listen to it. I'm not going to replace it. Then the fourth album they released, called Go, was a very pop-punk album on MCA Records, and that's when people thought they fell off because they totally abandoned the hardcore sound and went for a pop-punk record that, to this day, they don't even play the songs on that record except for maybe two.
That's good.
Because, that got such a backlash. Then 2008 came around.
At least they listen to their fans.
Yeah. 2008 came around. They signed to Bridge 9 Records and released the album Nothing to Prove, which goes back to their more hardcore sound and shares the movement of hardcore getting heavier than before. Now, just releasing their sixth album of original music, this one is called Use Your Voice. So the first track comes on, and they come right out the gate running, right? The song Black Sheep is an anti-social anthem about lead singer Toby Morris's lack of desire to follow the crowd as a kid, which I feel like you could probably relate to, right, Stu? The first song, Black Sheep. Like, I don't want to, do this like what all the kids are doing out there. I just want to skate and just do my thing.
Yeah.
So after the short 80s hardcore ode to skating, speaking of that, which is called, what is it called, Skate?
Skate TV? SK8?
I don't remember the name of it.
MTV. You remember that?
Yeah. And the second song called Something About Skating, which is
Something about skating.
a really short song.
I don't know.
But the song Thick and Thin slows things down a bit. But let me ask you this, Stu. Did you notice that song Thick and Thin when the song begins? It's got the same tempo as the song So Far, So Good, So What by the melodic hardcore band Civ from their album Set Your Goals.
Ooh, Civ. Yes, that is another good band.
Which that's the third track on that song too. That's the third track on the album too. Is that a coincidence?
And it's the same name?
No. It just sounds the same lead.
It just sounds the same, and it's the third track.
Yeah.
That's a coincidence.
Probably. So Father
How do you
Figure.
pick up on shit like that? Oh my god, it's the third track.
It sounds like
It sounds the same.
Yeah. So Father Figures talks about Toby's lack of a biological father. Instead, the hardcore bands that inspired him were his patriarchs, if you want to say. I thought that song was cool. Anything to say, Stu?
Nope.
I'll keep going. Poppage. Speaking of earlier, I said they went to like a pop sound on their fourth album. This song, Poppage, is a pop punk track with a hardcore edge.
Is that a tribute to all with the
Yeah, like Descendants kind of.
Poppage?
Right? Maybe. They should have put a hyphen in between. It would have been more blatant.
Yeah.
But it also shows lyrically the band saying there is no shame in liking pop music as well. They also borrow the lines, when I got the music, I got a place to go, from the Rancid song Radio.
Nice.
Speaking of Rancid,
I didn't pick up on that.
Speaking of Rancid, the song Still Dreaming has a chord progression that makes it sound like it could have been an outtake from the album And Out Come the Wolves, as well as other melodic 80s punk bands like 7 Seconds. I really like the social commentary about the violence and the apathy that occurs in modern society on that song. And then the anti-social media track, #NotRealLife, has a great sound to skank and slam dance to at the same time. So turn this shit up. That's a great song. And I found the last track, True Romance, to be a bit boring. Not a great closer. Perhaps it should have had a sample from the movie True Romance. That would have been nice, because I love that movie. But
I've never seen it.
in
Is that a sin? Is that a movie I should see?
Yes, you should. It's a
Alright.
it's a Quentin Tarantino written movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That does sound like a movie I should see.
So I see you're amped about this album. I want you to fucking go in. Tell me what you thought about it.
Dude, my computer's dead.
You have a mind.
I can't go into the specifics.
Just tell me what you felt about it. How did you
I
feel?
was half wasted when I listened to it, so my
Which
brain
is-
my brain has a little bit more difficulty recalling things
Mhm.
from those time periods, without visual cues. I love the album.
Uh-huh.
It was a great album. I would love to see them do this as like a full album show.
Okay.
Other than that,
Let me ask you: have you listened to all their albums before? Like,
no, I have
No?
not.
but you know them because you listen.
Yeah,
to
yeah,
their-
I've listened to some
they're-
of them.
They're very popular out here in New Jersey.
Yeah.
So they're from New York, obviously. So when they first hit the scene back in their mid '90s, everyone was talking about them in high school. For me, anyway.
Yeah.
But
I, know, I didn't get as much talk in high school about them, but college days, yes.
yeah, same thing, but close enough. But yeah.
Yeah.
So what would you rate it then?
I would definitely rate it as a buy it, and I will buy it.
All right, nice. So I found like I said, the last track was not good, but in true hardcore fashion, this album.
You found something that wasn't good?
the last track I didn't like, but I said earlier, but
It wasn't a ballad, was it?
no, it's just eh. But in true hardcore fashion, this album is only 22 minutes long. H2O gets in, sings about positivity, adds in gang
Them
vocals,
short tracks.
lots of
good
distorted
stuff.
bar chords, and fast-paced drumming. Then they get out. Most important, they seem like they're having fun doing it. So I read a review about what another person about their bands, their albums. He said he feels like every other album by H2O is great, starting with the first one. Like, the first one's great, second one's not great, third, basically like that. So being that this is their seventh album, being that it's their sixth album, I'm assuming that their seventh album will be amazing. I kind of agree with what the guy said. So while I found this album enjoyable, I didn't feel inspired like I did on the previous work. Lots of the subject matter that they said on this album were things I already knew about the world and things I thought about before. Having said that, I can see myself listening to this again. I mean, I'll always have 22 minutes of free time throughout my life, so I can always just over and over, but I don't see myself buying this. So I say this album, you can just say, fuck this. I'm totally kidding. I'm saying this album you can download.
Phooey on you.
I'm sorry, it's just...
Keeping the scene alive. Give him a little dough.
Yeah, it's okay.
All right.
But what
you would
guys-
definitely would you go to a show that did this album throughout, just this whole album played out 22-minute show? Would you
Nope.
go to it?
If it's free, I would go.
If it's free, you would go. All right.
I don't want to see them play 22
You-
minutes of songs I'm not really
You would
crazy about.
download the show.
Yeah, I would just watch it on YouTube if I could.
Oh god.
But what did you guys think of this album? If you want to let us know your opinion, you can let us know in
Excellent.
the comments. Or you can send us an email. We would love to know what you think. So now part of the show, we do emails, but I see we're running a little late and it's a little cold in here. So let's just wrap the show up now. You want to wrap up things too?
I need to warm up though.
All right, we'll do one more
One
more drink and then we're out, you guys. So
All right.
grab your glasses and let's do this. All right, let's finish this up.
All
man.
right, we're gonna be out of the studio next week. So
Cool, because we're freezing here. And with that, had a great show, everybody. Want to get in touch with us? You can go to our Facebook page at facebook.com/NJHybridRadio.
which needs to get updated more.
Yes, which is on your end as well.
That's on my end.
Yes, I'll
you
let
have
you know
to,
later.
You have to give me password to that Facebook because
Yeah.
I can't edit. Keeping the webpage up to date as much as I can.
Yeah, speaking of the webpage, go to that instead, which is NJHybridRadio at NJHybridRadio.net.
Yes.
And if you want to email us, go to njhybridradio@gmail.com.
Or the contact section of the webpage.
Yes, send us all your questions, opinions, anything you want to say, what we should do better, what you like, what you hate. We love that shit. And we'll have all the questions and emails we had last week. We'll read next week. We promise you. Until then, this is Drill and Fu Manchu.
Fu Man
Stu saying.
I liked Big League Stew better.
Big League Stu. Let's try that. Big League Stu saying goodbye and have a pleasant week.